somewhere in Tennessee. I'm sitting here by the banks of my favorite river. This is where we come in the summer. You can see by the top of the water the current. So it goes along to the right of your screen, flowing down. This place right here actually is a whirlpool. So what happens is you start up there, you get on top of the breakers, kind of, where it's white in the water. You get right there. You plunge into the current. You stick up your feet and the current takes you. And then head first or feet first, you go down that way, this way, downstream. And then that little place right there is where the whirlpool turns you right around. And you're going along, and then you go in a circle a little bit and come back over this way, like this. It's the whirlpool spot we love. You just sit in that whirlpool and go around and swim in the deeper part. It's really deep right there. Goes all the way down that way. One time me and Mom and Joey came in here, and it was just such a nice sunny day in the summer, and me and Mom and Joey just all decided we'd go for a good old float. But we never had done it before, starting right here together. Joey might have done it one other time by himself. My mom is 79 years old, and she was just a little younger right at this story. And so we started floating with Mom, and she was pretty good at floating, although she's thin. But she's a good swimmer, but she's not very strong. And after a little while, we just started saying, I was like, Joey, when do you think we are going to turn around? Because, I mean, how do you actually get out of this place? Because it wasn't like this, a beach. Where we were, it was like the bank on the other side. And how do you get out of that thing? Especially with a 79-year-old woman who isn't very strong. And also me, I'm overweight, and Joey too, and we're not the most fit people. Oh my God. Okay, don't come to me. You keep going, buddy. I don't want to have you come here. You hear me? You're not somebody I want to crawl up next to right now. You see that snake in the water? Well, that snake was in the water when we went on this little trip with Joey. He was in the water. Anyway, and Mom. But we were floating along, and Joey said, well, there's this place down here where I think it'd be good to get out. And then when we got to that place, it was kind of like this realization that we weren't going to be able to get out there. And so me and Mom and Joey went a little bit further, and we just it kept being like steep banks. And we were like, oh my God, how are we going to get out of this before we can't walk back to the car? And like, we're already tired from this whole thing we've already done. And then we decided to turn around and we finally decided that the only way that we could think of to get out was just to trudge our way back, swim upriver. Well, Mom really can't swim upriver that much, so me and Joey ended up dragging her. I did a lot of it too, I'm telling you. I did a lot of the dragging, I really did. I know I'm not saying I did more than my share, but we dragged Mom. It was quite something. I'm through all this stuff, all the way back up here, all the way from there, all the way down, way down. I don't know how far down, all the way a little bit short of this, where we did find a place where we could get on. We walked up to the car, which I'm not going to show you where it is because I don't know if I want anybody to know about my magical place.